guys, happy Sunday. I am back with another fun little video for you. I always upload on Sundays, it seems. Maybe that'll be my new thing. I don't know. It's usually the day that I just don't have anything to do, so that's why you see it. Also, I have no makeup on because still in catastrophic meltdown mode. I wore foundation on Friday and Saturday my face was just it's not living its best life right now, so I'm just trying to get it back in its state that I like, you know, where it likes to look pretty and not all red and blotchy and all this. So today I'm going to talk about masks. Masks are my favorite things. I do mask every other night religiously. The nights I don't mask, I do peel. Right now I'm using That's Incredipeel from Bliss. I pretty much got this because I had really good reviews online, and I have an Ulta closer to me than I do a Sephora, and I did not want to drive to Sephora. I was feeling really lazy and I needed some peels. I prefer the Dr. Dennis Gross ones, to be honest with you. They just make my face, I have some texture on my face and they eliminate the texture. They do a wonderful job at exfoliating it, so my foundation just lays it beautifully on my skin. I don't hate these, but the Dr. Dennis Gross ones I just personally feel are better. These are 22 bucks for 15. I do them every other day, so they do last for a month, which isn't bad. The other ones are just a little bit more strength, and I think with my skin, since it's not super sensitive, that's the one I do use. So like I said, we're gonna talk about masks. I do have to apologize, I don't have any drugstore masks. Reason being is I've tried multiple ones. The last one I tried was the L'Oreal clay ones that came out, and I love them. I thought they were amazing and they were such a great price point, but my face broke out horribly, and anytime I've used a drugstore mask, any drugstore moisturizers or cleansers, my face just breaks out. So I don't know if it's because they tend to have a lot of fragrance in them or what it is, but my face does not like drugstore products that are for skincare. I've tried them and it takes me a week to get my face back in order, so it's just turned into a nightmare. So I do stick with these particular brands. They just work a little bit better. But they're not super expensive, so they are definitely affordable, and for the amount of times I'm using them, they do last me from 6 months to a year, which is nice. Other thing is I do not use the same mask twice in a week. My face doesn't like it. Some people can use the same mask 3 times in a week and that's fine. My face does not like it. I have to use a different one, and I do try to use a hydrating mask in between them, so I will go over that as well. So personally, right now, with the time of the year that we're in, which it's still really humid in Pennsylvania right now, I don't get it. It's the second week of October. We should have fall weather, but we don't. Our air conditioning is still on, and clearly I still have the fans going, so it's hot. But yeah, so here we go. The other night I talked about this one. This is the Kate Somerville. I love this one. It is the Exfoliate mask. This is great for acne. Anybody who has acne, it's really gentle on the skin, but it clears up everything. It helps with my redness, it makes my texture go away, and it will get rid of any acne that I have. I love this. It does have some sulfur in it, about 0.5%, so not too much, but if sulfur isn't your jam, then you probably won't like this. You leave it on for 10 minutes, it foams, which I think is really cool. It goes on, it has a little bit heavier texture, and then it foams up. I love this. I left it on for 20 minutes tonight, so I wasn't paying attention. My bad. But you can use this morning or night, and I guess you can use this, it doesn't say how many days you can use this. I don't know. It doesn't say. It just says you can leave on for 10 minutes. But I use this today. I usually use this once a week. I don't use any other acne type product masks for the rest of the week, but I do love this. She also has a really nice exfoliator. It's called Exfoliate. It is expensive. I know it is. It's ridiculous, but it is so amazing in conjunction with this. I did Exfoliate tonight, and then I did do this, so my face is feeling super happy, and it's soft, and it feels so much better. It feels like there's hydration in it. I used a really thick night cream, so that way I can add some hydration in, since I was using the acne mask and I exfoliated. That can cause my face to feel a little bit stiff and dry out, so I did use that. The other one I just got is this. It's from Algenist. I'm pretty sure this is new. I had never seen it before, so it might not be new. This is the Alive. It's a prebiotic balancing mask. What I like about this is it's good for all skin types, but it brings the balance back. So when I start to feel super oily or super dry, if I put this one on, it balances my skin right back out. so that way it doesn't feel like it's extreme to the one or the other. You can only leave this on for 3 to 5 minutes. I think I kept it on for 7 minutes. Again, I'm really bad at looking at time, so I probably keep these on way too long. But this is fantastic. It leaves your skin feeling super hydrated. It is very soft, very smooth when you get it off, and it doesn't tingle or anything like that, which is nice. So I would say that any skin type could probably use this. The website said any skin type, so there you go. The other one, I always pull this out in October for some reason. It is the Pumpkin Enzyme Mask. I love this. If you like to be a basic girl and you like all things pumpkin, then you need this one in your life. This one does have exfoliating in it, which is awesome. It'll also help with dullness and any congestion. So like my pores tend to get really congested. So I love to use this. It does tingle and it leaves my skin red when I take it off. So if you do have sensitive skin, this might be a little extreme for you, but it exfoliates, it resurfaces, and it peels. So it does 3 in 1. It is so amazing. You can only do this 1 to 2 times a week. Again, I only do it once a week, but this is my jam. I never ever don't rebuy this one. Most masks I don't rebuy more than once. New stuff always comes out and I like to try with new things, so I usually don't, but this one I've bought 3 or 4 times, and I think I ended up getting this in a kit because I have multiple other ones. So if you do see the kit, I think there's like 5 of them. You can get them like $75 for the 5 of them around holiday. That is such a good deal because again, you're not using these every single day, so they will last you a better part of a year. The one product I do have that is, I guess it would be considered drugstore. I got it on the drugstore side at Ulta. It's from Skin Food. It's the egg white pore mask. So it helps to shrink your pores. And I was just like, because I don't really think that most pore shrinking products work, to be honest. I've tried a ton of them and my pores look the exact same no matter what I do. But I got this and I could instantly tell that my pores looked definitely smaller. My foundation went on the next day like a dream. I was really quite surprised. This is awesome because it eliminates pore declogging. So again, it's getting inside those pores and it is getting all of that ick and gick out. I leave this on, it says for 20 minutes. I left it on for an hour. What are you gonna do? So maybe that's why my pores shrunk, because I had way too much product on and it was just like, we can't breathe. I don't know. But I absolutely love this. And egg whites are really good for your face. I know people make homemade masks with them. I do not make homemade masks. I don't trust myself to make homemade masks, but also I think it is weird to put masks on my face from the food I'm eating. I don't know, that's just me. I think it's weird. But this did do a significant job at helping shrink my pores. I loved this, so I will probably rebuy this one again. So most of those are for decongesting. They are to help control my oily skin. They are to clean out my pores, or they are to peel my skin off. So I like my masks to definitely have more of a chemical as opposed to something more natural and maybe just to brighten and illuminate. I don't want to brighten, I don't want to illuminate, I want to peel my face off. So most of mine do tend to tingle, and they are made for skin that can take a beating, which my skin can, so that's fine. In between each mask, so every, third day, I do hydration. Right now, I am doing the Renewed Hope in a Jar. This I got from a friend, actually. She recommended it. She had super dry skin, and she had tried this and said she really liked it. So this is a re-energizing moisture mask. It adds so much moisture into my face. I was really quite surprised. I went with a lighter. Anytime I use this, I do use a lighter night moisturizer because otherwise it's just way too heavy and it's way too much on my skin. This is perfect for winter because it adds that hydration back in. It makes your skin look plump. It makes it look super, super bright. I love this stuff, so I was really quite surprised. Usually I don't do hydrating masks. I have oily skin, and hydrating products like this just tend to not work for me, but every third masking night, this was the jam. You can usually find this in kits with like other pieces of them, like the Renewed Hope in a Jar, which was really nice for like doing fine lines and wrinkles and things of that nature. I think at one point they had something like this with their Purity in a little kit for a holiday. So if you look for most of these, they do come in holiday kits, and it's amazingly that time of the year. So be on the lookout for them because this is the time to buy them, especially because you can get such good deals on them and you can get other products in them to try out, which is a great way to try a brand. The other thing to keep in mind is that I get asked this question a lot, especially when I worked at beauty stores, is if products can be returned. Let's say you got this and you know, you spent good money on it because it's not cheap, and you tried it a couple times and it did not work for you, take it back. Most places, CVS, Target, Sephora, and Ulta, all let you return their products. Some of them will have a time limit. I think Ulta is like 60 days. Sephora, at one point, they didn't have a day, like a time limit. That may have changed, so I would definitely look at the website. But all of them can be returned as long as you haven't used more than like 25% of the product, which it'll give you 2 or 3 uses to try it and see if you like it. That's amazing. So don't ever feel like you can't take something back that just does not work for you or you don't like. Absolutely, they want you always to be happy with your products and try new things out. So if you get it and it doesn't work, take it back. Unless you're like me and you're lazy and don't ever remember to take it back and then just pass it on to your friends. That's nice as well. Totally up to you. All right, well, thanks for watching. Hope you learned a little bit about masks. And if you're not masking, it's a great way to unwind during the day. I'm gonna do an eye mask before I lay down because my eyes are tired and they need some help. So I like to do those well. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye.